Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you game number 2 in the series. After Th000 completely sat on Lucifer, it appeared, for the opening segments of the game, Lucifer did do a really good job catching up in game number 1, getting up the hero levels, but that economic advantage and the sheer number of units lost was too much for Lucifer to overcome. Will Lucifer fare better here in game number 2 on Secret Valley? Lucifer spawning as the blue undead player on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the top right, we have Th000 spawning as the red human. Now, a couple of things I wanted to say. I am incredibly tired. In fact, it's 4:50 in the afternoon as I'm casting this, and I have not eaten lunch yet. So I know if Honey ever watches this, she will probably be very, very upset with me. Shh, don't tell Honey. All right, I'm going to speed up this game until the 2-minute mark just because I am a little bit pressed on time. Trying to take care of a lot of things going on. And I still want to get my cast out there for you guys, as I know some of you guys out there look forward to these WarCraft 3 casts. Archmage now dropping down a water elemental as it will be clearing out this 5-3-3 Null Overseer creep camp. You can see that the Null Assassins will get taken down. Tome of Agility will be left behind. Not quite sure if the Archmage will bother trying to pick it up, as it is just stutter-stepping its way over to the Null Overseer, making sure that the Death Knight cannot come in with a Death Coil. Death Knight now coming in, and is the Death Knight going to get a Death Coil off on the Water Elemental? That would have been some very, very easy free experience. No, does not. Instead, going to go ahead and pick up 2 Skeletal Minions. Skeletal Minions now making their way around as the Archmage is just shy of level 2. Needs to get one more kill in order to get that Brilliant Aura, which is extremely important, as it does have a lasting impact on the rest of the game. There is that Death Coil steal as a Water Elemental now comes in as well. Skeletal Minions now need to be very careful. The Archmage may get to level 2 off of that. And wow, what a turn of events for Lucifer. Lucifer worked so hard, Death Coiled a level 1 minion to try and deny experience, only to serve it up to his opponent with a Skeletal Minion getting taken down. Always one of those things that you got to consider as the Death Knight now wandering back home. All right, it looks like this is going to be a repeat in strategies from Echo Isle, as Militia are already coming in from the north, streaming in from the north to try and establish this fast expansion. The Death Knight wants to come in here. Oh, there is another sheep there as the Water Elementals are going after those Skeletal Minions. The Archmage is just gaining a lot of free experience right now. Lucifer not doing all too well, as the Death Knight is not going to get any extra experience. No, does deny it though, and now going after the Cloak of Shadows, the Archmage is going to instead pick it up as the mass school army has arrived. Oh, I do not believe Th000 was expecting this at all, and this is going to definitely be a problem. There is a lot of ghouls here, and that is a lot of damage to be had. All of those poor workers are just going to end up getting destroyed, and it looks like Lucifer has found a little bit of a counter to what we saw in game number 1. However, without Unholy Aura, those ghouls are rather slow, and without the natural regeneration, it is going to be difficult for those ghouls to really do much. Th000 had somehow realized that he needed to really mass up a lot of footmen, and you can see that he's actually sitting on 8 footmen right now, which is not a normal number in most of the games that I've seen. Most players try and go with a little bit less footmen and try to get for that town hall a little bit faster, but no, instead it is going to be a lot of footmen as the Acolyte now looking to back off here. All right, Acolyte taking a little bit of damage. What's going to be happening next? The Death Knight now trying to do a little bit of chase. Are we going to see a Death Coil there? And oh, that Acolyte down to 23 hit points. Oh, gets denied by the runic blade of that Death Knight. I don't want to call it Frostmourne because it is not Arthas. All right, let's come back around. Archmage now making his way back off to the north. The ghouls now trying to run back. The footmen are a little bit separated and split, as the Death Knight sitting at level 1 is going to be in a much better position. The Death Knight, interestingly, grabbing Dust of Appearance for that Cloak of Shadows counter. The Archmage was able to sit right here down at the Fountain of Health and regenerate hit points without much pressure, as we see him now not caring about health, deciding to leave back a Manual of Health. All right, Archmage now gonna go ahead and try to take down this Nightcrawler here. gonna do a good job. Archmage now sitting at level 3. Tome of Agility now quickly picked up as well. As we can see, the footmen are now coming back around. Tho gonna do Tho just doing a great job staying inside the game now. But what is he going to be doing to follow up? You can see that there's a level 1 Death Knight, a level 3 Archmage, and we are going into a Black Citadel already. You can see that Slaughterhouse also coming in, as well as we are now looking at a whole bunch of militia making their way down. The timing on this could not have been more perfect, as the militia are there in time to try and harass all these units. Also, on top of that, the Archmage taking this opportunity to try and rush inside the base as well. This is going to turn into a bit of a problem, as the Archmage is now currently surrounded. Oh, the Archmage, Dust of Appearance, Swirl a Town Portal. Wow, the Dust of Appearance, trick nearly worked, as we can see that Archmage was down to 39 hit points, incredibly close. And if he had gotten that kill, that pretty much would have been GG right there. All of the units getting stuck and slowed by a Nerubian tower. So many ghouls sitting there, as well as the Death Knight gets to level 2. And all that we really see now is that the Archmage is just currently healing at the Fountain of Health. So what would have been a near certain death for Tho has now extended into new life and new beginnings for Tho, as Tho is sitting on an economic advantage with that additional base. Alright, True Shot Aura now being left behind for that Archmage. Archmage getting an additional plus, I think that's an additional +3 attack. It is 10% bonus there, as the Null Brute does get taken down. Meanwhile, off over here, the Death Knight sitting at level 2 wants to get to level 3. And it looks like it will get very close here. There's a level 5 and a level 3 creep camp. That is all that is left. I think he may actually get there, or is he going to be a little shy? Oh, right there. Death Knight now sitting at 518 experience. Plenty, as we are now looking at the Archmage trying to make its way back down. Death Knight is here. Is there an Obsidian statue? Yes, there is an Obsidian statue, as we are now charging in. Lich is nearby as well, and the Lich, I believe, did get off. No, did not get off a Frost Nova. That is just straight from the Nerubi, or the Black Citadel. We should be getting an Orb of Corruption as well onto that Lich, and that Lich with an Orb of Corruption and that -5 armor debuff is going to really cause all of these footmen a lot of pain. -5 armor debuff, I think it equates to 30% less effective hit points. So all of a sudden, assume that instead of 420 hit points, these footmen have the hit points of a ghoul. That is really the case there, as we are now looking at the ghouls making a little bit of rounds as well. Obsidian statue currently healing up, or getting healed by the Unholy Aura. One of the benefits of Unholy Aura is that it applies 50% regeneration to mechanical units as well, giving Obsidian statues a little bit of extra life in those really critical battles. The Death Knight, however, does not have a Scroll of Town Portal, and the Archmage is looking to really just pressure in here. This is really odd at this point, because we are already at Black Citadel, so there is really no income loss as long as the Black Citadel is constantly training up additional Acolytes. Alright, Acolytes now trying to make their way around. The Death Knight is right there. It looks as though an Acolyte will get taken down there. There's a Death Coil onto another unit, and now all of a sudden the footmen are going to be dropping like flies. This is not a good place for those footmen to be right now. And is that footman going to fall to a tower? Oh, yes, it is. Not giving any experience once more. Water Elemental may fall to a tower as well. It looks like it is going to go down. Lich is now sitting at level 2. Death Knight now sitting at level 3, as the Archmage sitting at level 4. Alright, this is an interesting position. Tho now getting up guard towers, and many of them at this natural expansion and this main base, getting the masonry upgrade as well. Tho is going into the triple Griffin Aviary that we saw in game number 1. With that much air support and the number of ghouls that we have on the field, it is going to be an easy victory for Tho, unless Lucifer can get up enough Crypt Fiends. Now, what's going to be happening next? You can see Ogre Magi going to get taken down. Lich is currently sitting at level 2. What I have seen some players do is actually go for a Panda at level 3, or at tier 3, to try and just AoE down all of that anti-air. Lucifer going to end up losing this Tomb of Relics here in just a moment, and this is going to cause a little bit of problems, as I believe, or it's been quite some time since I played Undead, but I believe you need that for Obsidian statues. All right, Th000 now just pressuring inside the main base here. You can see there is a spirit tower as well. Acolytes coming over to repair. That is going to be a no issue, no problem whatsoever, as the Death Knight now charges in. Scroll of Protection being used by the Death Knight. Interesting choice there, as we can see that the destroyers are right there, and beautifully done, making sure to devour magic. And now the destroyers perhaps can take down these guard towers. They are very, very close together, and now going after all the rest of the units. All right, there you go. There goes another guard tower, and the destroyers from Lucifer really doing a good job. There is only one left, though. Is that one destroyer gonna be enough, as there is now one guard tower versus one destroyer, and there is another Scroll of Town Portal to try and take all the units away. And a beautiful, beautiful move by Lucifer, really figuring out that he could in fact try and take down this main expansion. Things are going to be evening up just a little bit. The only poor thing right now for Lucifer is the fact that his opponent is currently sitting on 1,000 gold. Getting close to 1,200 gold. That means he has a 2-minute bank inside his base. He also has plenty of lumber here, as we are looking at this town hall, which is very difficult to take down if you only have destroyers, Death Knight, Crypt Fiends, well, your heroes, and the main damage is going to be from those ghouls, as everything else does deal severely reduced damage. All right. Dragonhawk Riders in the air, attempting to clear out this Ogre Magi creep camp. Archmage sitting at level 4. Mountain King is sitting at level 2 now, picking up Ancient Django of Endurance for Endurance Aura. And now he is clearing out these creep camps here. All right, Forest Troll High Priest going to get taken down. That Mountain King now, movement speed is fast. Not very fast yet, but the red Dragonhawk Riders now making their way to the top left-hand side. We still do not see Animal War Training, surprisingly, because, well, Animal War Training is one of those things that would really, really help. All right, let's take a look at this. Red Drake getting taken down very easily. Mountain King going to be sitting at level 2. Archmage decides to back off to get the Mountain King to level 3. Mountain King going to pick up a Boots of Quel'Thalas as well, getting up to almost 7 armor and level 3. That Mountain King is going to be very difficult to stop. As you can see, all the creep camps are being cleared out. The Death Knight did clear out this red creep camp here. What item did he grab? Let's take a look at this. A potion of greater healing, and there is a hood of cunning, plus agility, plus intelligence. A little bit more agility and intelligence on that Lich, as we now see that the Griffins are going to be coming back around. Dragonhawk Riders, still no Animal War Training as of yet. You can see what the Stormhammers have been done for those Griffins. They are going to be dealing even more damage. And is Th000 sitting on enough of a bank to really pull a victory here? Death Knight sitting at level 4, Lich sitting at level 3, very close to level 4 as well. There is another Obsidian statue ready to go, and we could be seeing an engagement here as the Mountain King going to get an easy kill on an unsuspecting ghoul who was on the wrong side of the map. All right, Militia now making their way down here. We should be seeing an expansion set up at any moment, as the Griffins, Footmen, Mountain King, and Archmage still doing a bit of patrols. Now, this is going to be a very interesting point. The fact that there are no creep camps left on the map means that the only way to really get any experience is by engaging your opponent. Now, let's take a look at the army sizes, 71 to 78 versus 48 to 50, and you do not need to be a math major to know who has the larger army and who actually wants to do the engagement. Back over here, you can see a little bit of that walk of shame, Th000 sitting on plenty of lumber, but does not want to actually invest in an expansion down here. So he's just doing a very, very long walk. You can see that those peasants, many of them just walking back and forth. It is just a little bit of extra income, but at this point, every bit of income definitely helps. Crypt Fiend, Crypt Fiend and Destroyers are ready to go. That Obsidian statue has to be extremely careful. There is an attack there, and there was a beautiful Thunderclap. Paladin is in play as well. Crypt Fiend's now quickly webbing down one of the Dragonhawk Riders. A second Dragonhawk Rider may get taken down as well. Yes, there it goes. And now the Destroyers are pretty much all that is left. There is a third Destroyer, and now a third Dragonhawk Rider will get taken down. This is a huge play here. The Crypt Fiends now do need to back off. Mountain King may get off a Stormbolt here. No, doesn't even need to. Just straight up bashing it down. And down goes the Paladin. Death Knight sitting at level 5. Is it going to use a Squirrel Town Portal? No, I believe a Potion of Greater Healing was transferred. And now the Death Knight trying to go after the Mountain King. Mountain King may get taken down. And no, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used. The Death Knight now needs to run away. What's going to be happening here? Who's going to get the shot off first? And the Death Knight, the Death Knight was in mid-cast for the Death Coil, but gets taken down. And that Mountain King lives to fight another day. And things just seem to be going oh so right for Th000, even though things are going oh so wrong for Lucifer. All right, Town Hall now being constructed. Lich or Death Knight now has been resurrected there. What's going to happen? Are we going to see a Death Coil? Oh, Death Coil onto the Lich. This is a little bit of a last-ditch effort there, and the Lich is going to end up getting taken down. Mountain King now sitting at level 4. The Death Knight wants this Mountain King, but I don't think he's going to get him. There is another shot there, down to 19 hit points, and that is just a bit of a morale boost, finally taking down that Mountain King, but at the cost of your Lich and perhaps the cost of the game. That is not how you want to be playing this at all. Destroyers, 2 Destroyers are all that is left. You can see 65 over 84 supply compared to 32 over 60. Economies are going to be pretty much dried out in the next couple of minutes here. Expansion of Th000 is going to be up and running momentarily. Meanwhile, this base is going to be dry in just a second. There's the Cloud, and now taking down the Ultra of Darkness, and that should be the end of it. There is no way that I can see Lucifer can try and keep alive in this particular game. Lucifer just doesn't have enough. Death Knight now charging in as well, going after those water elementals, but a really well played game. A split-second difference twice. Coin flips not going in favor of Lucifer, and that is the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.